right now, very pleased to have with us on the program Amanda Collins, who has been working on Campus Carry in Nevada for quite some time. And Amanda, thank you so much for coming back on the program.
You're welcome.
How have you been lately?
I'm doing well.
That's good. That's very good to hear. Now, we saw late last week the Reno Gazette-Journal reported, quote, individuals who seek permission to bring a weapon on any of Nevada's public college or research campuses could be required to show evidence of a threat to their safety under a policy revision approved today by the Board of Regents. They already ban weapons on Nevada's college or research campuses unless written permission is granted by the institution's president. So, practically speaking, Amanda, it doesn't sound like this revision is going to have a lot of impact, but they're going in the wrong direction, it seems.
Yeah, I would agree. I have a lot I could say. It's frustrating because I don't think that it changes anything, and because they granted me permission, and as far as I know, I am the one and only person that has ever been granted permission, and that was after I was assaulted on campus, and the man responsible for that was still at large.
Yeah, and so, I mean, based on this, again, your experience, what happened to you, it sounds like with this policy in place, if there were other young women who were concealed carry holders, there was a madman running around putting women at risk, that if they said, look, I'm worried about this guy, the university president could say, well, he's not specifically coming after you, so it's not a threat against you, so no, you don't get to carry.
Right, that's what I inferred after reading the article. And what's frustrating is that when I went on campus that day to take my exam on October 22nd, 2007, there was no way I could have foreseen what had happened to me happening to me. And if I could have known, I probably wouldn't have gone to campus that day to just completely avoid the event. And so unfortunately, for a lot of people, there's no way to be able to foretell that your life is going to be threatened or in danger when you leave your house that day.
Absolutely.
And my question is, how does rendering me defenseless protect you against a violent crime?
You know, it's Amanda, it's a wonderful question, and I bet you've never really gotten a serious attempt at an answer.
No, I haven't.
You know, and that's the worst thing. It's got to be one of the most frustrating things in working on this issue, because, you know, your story is not a theoretical. What happened to you really happened, and it can really happen to other college students. And when you tell your story, and then you're just kind of blown off sometimes. Oh, you know, we're really sorry what happened to you, Amanda, but we really don't think that this is germane to the larger issue. Of course it's germane. This is exactly what we're talking about here. College campuses are not free from violent crime just because university presidents and officials want to believe that it can be, or believe that it is.
Right. I would agree. And I wonder how the Regents would feel if it was one of their children who was in the situation that I found myself in. And it makes me really angry, because I just consistently wonder how many more cases like mine have to occur in order for them to see that it's theoretical, that it's reality, and that this happens to real people who are in and out of their daily lives.
Absolutely. You know, Amanda, do you think with this latest move, again, sort of away from a campus carry, is this going to have students on campus talking about their ability to defend themselves, you think?
I'm sorry, what was the question?
I said with the latest move by the Board of Regents, is this going to have students talking about right to carry? Is this an issue you think that they are continuing to discuss on campus?
I think so. As I talk to my friends who are still on campus and whatnot, I know that it's a conversation that continually gets revisited throughout, and so I'm hoping that it will allow for discussion that will provide more education to people who will be able to see the issue as objectively instead of subjectively, because no matter which side you're on, it is emotionally charged debate, and so hopefully people will be able to kind of step aside and see things about what's truly going on campus, because I never knew it was such an unsafe place until I found myself in the situation that I did. And it's not, excuse me, it's not that I was naive to the fact that bad things happen to good people. I just never in my wildest dreams thought that it would happen to the place that I was pursuing a higher education.
Right. Well, absolutely. And you know, I mean, every now and then, Amanda, we'll do searches for things like, you know, campus robberies, campus rapes. We know that the idea that you know, somehow posting a sign that says "No guns allowed" will prevent a robbery on campus is just absurd. You know, a sign is not going to keep a bad person from doing bad things, but good people can protect themselves and can defend themselves.
Right. The only people it affects are the law-abiding citizens.
Absolutely. Well, listen, Amanda, appreciate your time tonight, and please keep doing what you're doing, will you?
Sure. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. Real pleasure talking to you again. Amanda Collins joining us from Nevada tonight.